And now it's time for a Roshni Sami. She's a real estate agent, but don't hold that against her. However, she has been a watchdog in Fiji, and it's those experiences there that will shape her speech with you this evening. Come on up here, Sami. It's good to hear from you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Roshni Sami, and it's a great privilege to be here alongside this amazing group of candidates. And at this time, I also want to thank our leaders and party organisers for creating this space, because I think we've heard a lot of things here today that there aren't other spaces to hear them from. So just to begin to introduce myself, I grew up in Auckland, though I've spent most of my life out of New Zealand. After graduating, I spent 6 years working in the development sector in the Pacific, based out of Fiji. And since coming home, I wanted to diversify my experience and work in the for-profit sector after working in the non-profit sector for so long. So I've spent the last 3 years working in property, in development, management, and yes, real estate sales. This exposed me to a very different side of the world and a very different group of people, which has informed my politics in an interesting way. However, I am a policy researcher by training, and I have worked on issues of trade policy and been part of multi-country projects, conducting social impact assessments, examining social policy across multiple countries, and looking at women's economic status and so on. I was therefore very interested when the when the Internet Party independence policy was released 2 days ago. This policy outlines how national policy space, which is our sovereignty, can be traded away through trade agreements and other multilateral agreements. Trade agreements basically set fundamental parameters of the economy at a macroeconomic level, and therefore all other policy has to adjust to fit within it, which is why decisions on trade policy must be made at a national level with widespread stakeholder input, and these agreements cannot just be signed off at cabinet level in secret. A trade agreement is a treaty between countries, so once it is signed, there's basically no going back. The Internet Party piqued my interest because, quite frankly, I was not looking forward to watching Labour fight and lose in this election, especially when there is very little of merit to warrant re-election of the incumbent government. John Key may have a sunny disposition and be very appealing and convincing on TV, but that does not mean he should be voted in again as Prime Minister. How can we challenge that? With Lila coming on board, I suddenly understood the combination of Kim.com, Mana, and the Internet Party so much better. I could see integrity and openness and accessibility. I could see that politics are running on a different platform in this space. It is so refreshing and inspiring, and I thought, I want to see what happens. I want to be part of it. Because this is a game changer. And I'll finish there. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Roshni. That was amazing.